hello, what a beautiful day. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm on my way to the top. Hi, hello, and welcome back to another video. As you could probably tell from the intro, we're gonna be talking about tops and tees today. I was gonna say the weather is warming up, but I think you know that. I think it's pretty obvious that summer is coming around, and I've seen so many videos on summer knits here on YouTube, but most of them feature lace very heavily. And I don't think lace looks bad. I like the look of it on other people, but I don't think it fits my style. I have nothing against lace. I want to make that clear. I think it looks really nice on other people, but I myself, I wouldn't want to be caught dead in a lace t-shirt. It feels very foreign to me. It doesn't fit my style, it doesn't fit my identity, so I'm always on the lookout for some gender neutral leaning knitting patterns for summer. And I think for summer it can be quite hard because almost everything has lace. So I have made a Ravelry bundle that includes the, in my opinion, best summer tops and tees. If you want to see more patterns, check that out. I'm gonna link that below. And let's get into my top however many knitting patterns. We are gonna start with one that I'm actually knitting right now. It is the Umbra top by Loki Bold Knit. This is a long sleeve mesh t-shirt. It's not gonna be very practical at the height of summer, I imagine, but I'm knitting it to take to a festival just when it's getting a little chillier in the evenings, or if it's like a little cold in the morning, you can just throw that on. Summer still has these in between temperatures, so I thought that would be perfect. I really like the look of it, and I think it would be pretty hard to modify to be sleeveless because it works kind of like a raglan. I'm not sure if it actually is a raglan. These stitches actually are brioche. And I'm not gonna show you what my whip looks like because then I might have to issue a formal apology to the designer because it's looking really bad because I've never knit brioche before. So I had some figuring out to do. My shirt has quite big holes in places where I'm not sure it's supposed to have holes, but I'm gonna keep going. And if I have to frog the entire thing and start over, then at least I know how to knit brioche. But if you know how to knit brioche and you have some fingering weight yarn to get rid of, but you do not like knitting fingering weight gauges, then that would be perfect. Because this is a fingering weight yarn on I believe 6.5 millimeter needles or even 7 millimeter needles. So that would be good to get rid of smaller amounts, 5 to 800 meters. But that's basically 2 balls or 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. And what are you gonna make of that otherwise? Maybe an accessory, but we're all drowning in hand knit accessories, let's be real. The next one, I'm usually not a fan of featuring huge brands on here, but this one looks so good, I actually really want to make it. It is the shirt Diversa and Per Fortuna. I think that's their yarn names, by Lana Grossa. It has this really nice polo neck, and I also really love the color combo. The beige and the blue, it's so good. It reminds me of the beach. And the pattern is free, I'm seeing. That is awesome. Also, I'm not gonna be telling you all of the specs, like how much yarns it uses and the needle sizes. It's the least interesting thing about these patterns, I believe. It also has like a little hole pattern. I imagine they could be yarn over, so not too difficult to knit. I love this. I love this so much. If I have time this summer, I'm gonna be knitting that. Next up is a classic t-shirt. So I guess most of you sometimes painfully remember the Ingrid sweater craze. And I feel like this shirt is the Ingrid sweater as a summer garment. This is the Mykonos t-shirt by Kit Couture. And the pattern looks like it's just made up of knits and pearls. So that would be perfect for just a very easygoing small summer project. It is a raglan t-shirt and I just love this subtle texture. It's not super in your face, but you're not gonna be super bored just knitting endless rounds of fingering weight stockinette. I love that. It looks really good, and I'm just seeing now it only has one project. That's criminal for how cute this thing is. Everyone go knit the Mykonos t-shirt. Next up, we have another t-shirt, which in itself is nothing special, I admit. It is a free t-shirt pattern. It is a raglan construction. But the reason I put this onto here is because I really like the striped pattern. I think the color combo is so fun, so summery, so I thought maybe that would be able to provide you with some color inspiration. And if you need a good free t-shirt pattern to maybe base an experiment off of, like I sometimes like to do, I think this one would be perfect. It's so cute. I love it. And this one also has only 5 projects. Where is everyone? Is everyone occupied knitting the Ingrid sweaters? Stop it. Stop it. Make these cute things instead, please. These designers need more attention. Oh, I'm just seeing this is only available in German and Swedish. That explains why this only has 5 projects, but I know quite a lot of you speak German, so don't be making excuses. There is another summer top that is very popular that I also have attempted to knit. It is the mixed rib cami by Florence Miller, and it looks so cute. I love the look of this, but the gauge, absolutely not. There is no way in hell that I'm gonna be knitting a whole bunch of twisted rib with thin ass yarn on 2mm needles or 2.5mm needles. No, we're not doing that. So I'm gonna have to be satisfied with other ribs, other less cute but also less complex rib. I found this top by Studio Clara. I'm guessing most of you know her, and I believe this is still in testing because I have not seen her on Instagram promoting this, but I am now here putting this on your radar to jump onto your needles and cast this on as soon as it comes out, because I think it looks so cute. She always makes an attempt to give you an occasion to use up some scrap yarns. This one looks like she's used a bunch of different colored scrap yarns, and I love the color scheme. I love the wide rib and like the straight neckline. It looks so good. I will for sure be knitting this with some leftover cotton that I have. I'm even contemplating going out and buying these exact colors because I love it so much. Also, I'm seeing that some of her testers have marled versions of this, like pink and purple or like white and pink speckled yarns. So cute, so unwasteful. We love to see it. The next one, I do admit, is inappropriate for summer because it's entirely made of mohair. But again, I'm not saying you have to make this of mohair. I think you can make this in any yarn that meets the gauge. I'm putting this on here because I love the stripe pattern. Like the stripes like this and like this and like this. I do not know any geometry terms in English, sadly. And I'm always talking shit about people who are not native speakers of English, who do not bother to look up the relevant vocabulary in advance to filming a video. That is me today. But I love the color combo, it's so nice. I think if you were just to elongate the sleeves, it could be a nice sweater for winter as well. You could also make the sleeves shorter so that it's an actual t-shirt and make this just in cotton yarn and linen yarn. It's a worsted gauge, so it shouldn't be too hot as well, especially considering since it is so flowy, like there's gonna be a breeze coming under your t-shirt. And this one has 0 projects. What are we doing? And this one is even available in English. The next pattern I would like to show you is the Glücksmasche Slipover. I said that so German. By Brigitte Zimmermann. Glücksmasche, I believe, translates to lucky stitch. And again, I'm gonna make this quick because this is just for my German people. This is only available in German. But I'm pretty sure you could hack any old slipover pattern that you already have to have a similar pattern. This... what stitch pattern is this? This is broken rib. You could just modify another pattern if you want to make this. And I also love the red color. So if you were to make this in a slightly more open gauge or in a cotton yarn, this could be so nice for late spring, early summer, and you could even wear it in winter with like a blouse or a t-shirt underneath it. Love that. The next pattern is one that was originally intended for male bodies. I personally haven't really come into much contact with knitting patterns for men just because I have a not male body and I tend to knit patterns that are like unisex leaning anyway. But this one, I love that so much. I was even thinking about knitting this for my boyfriend. He wears a lot of polo tees and the broken rib is really cute. The only reason I haven't done it is because men are wide and long, and this is made on 3mm needles, which would mean that I personally would have to go down onto 2.5mm needles, and knitting a man-sized polo shirt onto 2.5mm needles would just be the end of me. So if you're up for that, I recommend. It looks so good. I love it. The next one is a vintage pattern. I think vintage knit t-shirt look so good, but you have to be careful with the use cases of them. So some of them are knit in very woolly yarns, and like what point is there in making a woolly, fluffy, thick t-shirt where in summer, your body's gonna be sweating and your arms are fine, but in winter, your body's gonna be fine and your arms are freezing. Haven't found a good solution to that yet, but this one I'm pretty sure it could be made in cotton yarn or in linen yarn or whatever plant fiber you prefer. It is also a sport weight, so not too heavy. And I just love the little checkerboard. Again, I'm a sucker for knit purl patterns. And this looks so cute on the lady. It is a free pattern. It is available in English. It only has one size, sadly. But if you're into experimenting and kind of doing your own thing anyways, this could be a cool jumping off point if you like to reverse engineer things in your size. Also, it's free. You can just have a look at it. Next up, we have another ribbed t-shirt, the Ribbit Tee. I love this one, especially for its finishing. It looks to me like it's a folded over edge that folds at a purl row. I think it looks so polished and nice. It is a raglan, which, you know how I feel about that. Why did I say that like a Southern American lady? I apologize. It's the day of accents today. This is also fingering weight, but I believe you could get away with making this slightly more open. And the ribbing, the rib pattern is just so nice. It's so simple, so clean, but it still has a bit of interest. I really love that. It reminds me of the Brady Loop sweater because that also has the same wide rib pattern. I love a wide rib. And this t-shirt looks also very flowy, very comfy, just something to throw on when you're not really feeling like wearing any clothes. So that is it for the serious part of this video. I have 2 honorable mentions. Also, my feet are falling asleep and my lunch break is running out. There are 2 more patterns that I would like to show you. One is a kid's pattern and one is a lace pattern. I said I don't like lace. I said I will never be knitting anything lace. But this lace pattern is also by Lana Grossa. What is it today with all of these patterns only being available in German? Again, please consider this inspiration, because I think you could take any old lace t-shirt and just knit it striped. I saw this and I was like, wow, I hate this, but it's also very beautiful. I just love how they combined the lace pattern with the colorful stripes. I think that makes it like less serious. I don't like how lace makes me look like I take things seriously, because I do not. So yes, if you're looking to spice up a lace t-shirt, then maybe you could just use some colorful scrap yarns. I also think this looks like something that Miu Miu would sell in store. This is very cool girl coded, I think. Maybe I'm gonna make this just for fun and then see. Also, I do not have the time to be knitting 7 t-shirts. And the last one that I want to show you, it is a kid's pattern, but I thought it was so adorable. I love this so much. And I'm pretty sure you could do this to any t-shirt, basically. You could even do this in sewing. It is this t-shirt, a shirt Sottile by Lana Grossa as well. Lana Grossa really coming through with all of the good t-shirt patterns. And they put flower petals as the collar. and like a huge flower on the body. That is so cute. Like, why has nobody else before thought of turning a child into a flower? It's a great idea. I do not have a child, but if you do have a child, I strongly suggest you shove them into one of these t-shirts. Just kidding, please be nice to your kids. But that is just a genius idea. I love that. Also, I don't tend to go for Lana Grossa yarns. I'm not even sure how easy it is to get your hands on them across the pond, across any pond, for any people who are not based in Europe or Germany. But their knitting patterns are really nice. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, love that flower. So these are all the patterns that I have today. If you want to see more, there is a whole bunch of other cool patterns in my Ravelry bundle. And I would like to know, please, what are you knitting for summer? Are you a lace person? Are you not a lace person? And what is your favorite summer knitting pattern? Also, how much do you hate knitting and fingering weight? That's what I want to know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. I hope you have a lot of fun checking out the Ravelry bundle, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.